Good day, beautiful day, everybody. Welcome back to the Cars924 YouTube channel. My name is Kazai, and today I bring you back with another informative episode. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the place where everything is cars. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications to be alerted when a new video is dropped. So without any further ado, let me actually teach you how to use the Mercedes-Benz infotainment system. Let's go. Alright, cool. So let's just quickly get familiar where everything is situated right now. This is basically your media controls to control the infotainment system right there, and some little bit of shortcuts here with the media controls integrated into the steering wheel right here. We've got some touchpads and some scrolling buttons and some initial buttons, basically shortcuts if you maybe want to control that or that there. So let's actually get started with this first. So to actually turn on the infotainment system, we've actually got our power button right here. See, currently it's off right now. When we press it, it switches on and basically illuminates the Mercedes-Benz emblem, and then it gives you some sort of like a warning message telling you not to get too distracted and put all of your focus onto this infotainment system when you're actually supposed to be driving. So let's get started then. So basically, if you want to basically go to your radio or to basically navigate your way around basically this infotainment screen, what you need to use is basically this control knob here. This basically makes it switch from initial setting to any other setting that you're probably looking for, whether it's telephone, navigation, your settings, your media, and all that sort of stuff. And that's all being controlled by this control knob right here. So in order for you to exit basically some sort of like a option that you might have clicked, so now in order for us to click into a certain setting, what we do is we actually, let's quickly go back here. Let's say we go into media. So now if you want to select media, we click this touchpad in, and what it does, it basically goes into that and starts searching for a visible Bluetooth device. And then if you want to go out of that, you just quickly press this back button, and what it does, it takes you back to its main menu. So now if you want to use your navigation, you scroll towards the left, and then you use the same touchpad once, you click it once, and then it instantly goes into it. But obviously there needs to be some sort of preloaded stuff that in order to make it active. So now we go back, and then if you want to connect your Bluetooth device, all you need to do is actually you need to go to quickly click back, scroll onto media, and then what you do is you take your cell phone device and basically put it on visible, and then you look for a name that is pretty much similar to this vehicle's name, and then you pair it up, and then what it does now, it basically links your cell phone calls, your music, and all sorts of things like that, even your notifications as well. So now if you quickly go back, if you want to go into radio, pretty much very simple. Use the same control knob, and then there you go. You click into it, and then you're basically in your radio. And then if you want to thoroughly look for a proper station, what you do is you scroll through with this control knob. So as you can clearly see, I'm going from station to station, clearly trying to look for a radio station right now. So now our phone, it's basically in sync with your mobile device that you've obviously connected it with your Bluetooth, regardless if it's Apple or Android, right? So now over here, this is a list of all the devices that have been connected. So basically it's in sync with the infotainment system, where to a certain extent it will actually display all your contacts, where you can even answer or decline calls on the infotainment buttons that are actually integrated into the steering wheel. So now this is basically where you answer your call, and this is where you decline your call, and then this is the home button, and then these are the touch pads, and then these are also the scroll pads over here, finished in this nice brushed aluminium, which looks absolutely sick. And then now that we're done with that, I'm gonna quickly take you back, and then let's take a look at all right, cool. So now we're actually gonna move on to vehicle. So basically this is where everything is just so super comprehensive to the point where it's super detailed. So now with dynamic select, this is where you can individually select your driving how can we classify this? Basically your driving profile. So basically like your engine, if you want it to be in sport, eco, or comfort, or sport plus, you can configure it to that. Let's put it in sport. Steering wheel can be in comfort or sport, you can configure that. We're going to put it into sport. And then our ESP, you can configure it to be sport plus or sport, depending on your driving profile and how much of a good driver you are, or just basically like your driving style. So now let's quickly go out of that. and then I will show you a couple of interesting things here. So like basically lighting. We even have ambient lighting, so that's basically all the lighting that you can actually get inside of this car. You can switch it to, you know, different sorts of colors, but obviously we're not going to see it through the daytime right now because there's so much brightness outside, so the point where it actually dims out the light that's actually inside. So let's actually go back. There's even exterior lighting, you know, all those sort of stuff. It's very comprehensive and very detailed. And then we have your vehicle settings. So now this is pretty much crucial, important information that has to do with like your locking, your sensors, and all that sort of stuff. And then let's quickly go into your consumption. Is basically showing you like your fuel consumption, on how you're doing, and if you're getting the right mileage that you predicted that you were probably going to get. And then for assistance, this is probably for like lane keep assist, you know, rear view cameras, and your all sort of stuff. It's very comprehensive and very detailed. All right, so this is the last feature we're going to be discussing in today's video. So basically there's another sort of like a settings wall, or like an additional page that's actually been integrated into this infotainment system. So now in order to access that, what you need to do is actually you need to pull this thing back, and then what it does, it actually takes it to a new setting down below. So let's go there. And then basically, right, it's got your consumption, your ambient lighting, your towing stuff. That's probably the MBUX system that can talk to you, your sounds and everything like that. So this is pretty cool. It's a very cool infotainment system. It's not self-explanatory. It's something that you might have to get used to and spend some time to get to know it and just be a little bit more familiar with it. Well guys, that is it for today's episode. I hope you found it quite informative. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure to leave a like, and also don't forget to follow the Cars924 Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description box down below, as well as a sticker right here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.